Okay, guys, so in this lesson, we're going to talk about the law of cosines. The law of cosines is given as c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of theta. Now, kind of the same situation we had earlier. This is going to be a, b, c. Now, you're going to have some included angle. It doesn't matter which two sides you have. But just say we're dealing with this case right here. You're always going to be looking for the two sides and the included angle. Now, in law of sines, we were looking for opposite side and opposite angle. Okay? So, jumping into example problems. So, on this one, we have two sides right here and we have an included angle. So we can find the third side by law of cosines. Okay? So this would be your A, your B, and your C in your problem. Okay? So we're going to say that x squared is equal to 17 squared plus 22 squared minus 2 times 17 times 22 cosine of 42 degrees. Now make sure you're in degrees. And like I said before, it works the same way if you're in radians. You just have to change your mode in your calculator. Okay, so we have 17 squared plus 22 squared minus 2 times, use parentheses, 17 times 22 cosine of 42. Okay, and that's equal to x squared. So we're going to have to square root it to get rid of the squared. Okay, so I get 14.735. That's it. Now, in the next problem, we're given three sides and we're looking for the missing included angle. Okay, so in this case, this would be your A, your B. It doesn't matter which one's A or B. They can be switched if you want to. And the C is going to be always opposite of the angle. Okay. So we're going to set up our law of cosines. So we're going to get 35 squared is equal to 39 squared plus 47 squared minus 2 times 39 times 47 cosine of theta. Now remember, anytime we're looking for an angle, we're going to be using inverse trig. Now watch how I do this in the calculator. So I don't have to write all this stuff out. So I do 35 squared, hit enter. Minus 39 squared, hit enter. Minus 47 squared, I hit enter. Divide by negative 2. Divide by 39. Divide by 47, hit enter. Okay, so I've done all the division without having to, write down anything. Now, I'm trying to solve for cosine, so I'm going to do inverse cosine, the answer, and I get 46.897 degrees. Okay? On this one, we have three sides, and we're looking for the included angles. So this is going to be A, this is going to be B, this is going to be your C. So we're going to say 13 squared is equal to 9.4 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 9.4, times 7 and cosine of theta. Okay, just like I did earlier in the calculator, I'm going to do 13 squared minus 9.4 squared minus 49 divided by negative 2 divided by 9.4 divided by 7. Okay, so we're going to inverse cosine to get our angle, and we get 103.912 degrees. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Okay, this one. So we have two sides and an included angle, and we're looking for the third side. So this is A, this is your B, and this is your C. So we're going to do x squared is equal to 23 squared plus 20 squared minus 2 times 23 times 20 cosine of 47 degrees. Okay, so we're going to put the calculator. So we're going to do 23 squared plus 20 squared minus 2 times 23 times 20 times cosine of 47. Use parentheses like I did. Okay, now that's squared. So we got to get rid of it. So we're going to square root the answer. We get 17.366. Okay. Part E, we have two sides and an included angle. We get x squared is equal to 55 squared plus 50 squared minus 2 times 55 times 50 cosine of 61 degrees. Oop, gosh darn it. Okay, so we're going to hit 55 squared plus 50 squared minus 2 times 55 times 50 cosine of 61 degrees. And then I have to square root it. So I get 53.465. Yep. And the last example problem. Okay, so we're looking for theta. And we have three sides. So this is going to be A, this is your B, and this is your C. So we're going to set it up as 4.9 squared is equal to 8.3 squared plus 9.1 squared minus 2 times 8.3 times 9.1 cosine of theta. So anytime I'm looking for an angle, I have to use inverse trig. So I'm going to put in the calculator. I'm going to do 4.9 squared minus 8.3 squared minus 9.1 squared divided by negative 2 divided by 8.3 divided by 9.1. Hit enter and then inverse cosine of the answer and you get 32.297 degrees. Okay, and that is how we do law of cosines. UIL people, you need to do it by hand. You can check using your programs. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Remember that law of sines, we're going to use opposite side, opposite angle. And law of cosines, we're going to be looking for two sides and an included angle. Okay, so those are your giveaways. Thanks, and have a good one.